The Filipino American Cancer Care now brings you On the Air with FACC, tributes and support to those impacted by cancer. On the Air with FACC, the Filipino American Cancer Care on PHLV Radio.
Good evening sa ating mga kababayan dito sa Amerika. Good morning sa inyong lahat dyan sa Pilipinas. Welcome sa ating radio show dito po sa PHLV Radio in Las Vegas, On the Air with FACC. My name is Josie Moralidad Azayman from the Filipino American Cancer Care. Very busy kami ngayong gabi kasi ano na to, no? Bali, night before of the FACC Fashion Festival. Tomorrow is going to be the fashion show fundraising event by the Filipino American Cancer Care. And not only that ang dami naming mga models. Ito na yata yung mga models na pwede nating ilagay sa Guinness Book of World Records. But of course, we are going to be joined tonight ng mga importanteng tao sa Filipino American Cancer Care Fashion Festival. Sabi ko nga, the success of this fundraising event hindi po nakasalalay sa akin lang. Okay? Lahat po dito ng involved. This is a team work. Okay? Mula sa DJ, mula sa stage coordinator, at lalong-lalo na sa mga designers, mga models, mga cancer survivors and warriors. And we are going to talk about that tonight. Now, first and foremost, I would like to introduce sa inyo. Wala ngayon si Emerich kasi kanina nagkaroon kami ng medyo may conflict sa schedule niya. But that's okay. Itong dalawa na to, kukulangin tayo ng oras, ha? Hindi lang sila guest ngayong gabi. Sila rin yung mga co-host ko. So, first and foremost, I would like to introduce sa inyong lahat yung advisor ng Filipino American Cancer Care. She is, retired nurse na ba?
Practicing nurse pa, Josie.
Practicing nurse pa siya, and she owns a home care, malaking home care dyan sa may California. And she is a breast cancer survivor. And not only that, tingnan nyo naman, kamukha. Kamukha ni Vina Morales. Akala ko ako lang yung nakapagsabi niyan. Ang dami pala. Let's welcome sa ating radio show On the Air with FACC, Ate Shirley Tanuyan. Hi, Ate She.
Hi, Josie. Hi, everyone sa Amerika, sa Philippines. Kumusta po kayo dyan? I'm so, I would say, privilege, and I'm excited to join this radio show tonight para express ko rin po kung how excited I am for our upcoming event sa October 8th. Thank you, Josie, for having me.
And thank you so much, Ate Shirley, for your public service, sa lahat ng suporta mo at pagmamahal sa Filipino American Cancer Care. Now, we have another special guest tonight. Apat sila na mga talented and renowned fashion designers, not only in the Philippines, but also here in the United States. Ito siya, talagang she's one of our good friends, and she is known as the Michelangelo of fabric. And her journey began zipped in eclectic culture, coming from Iloilo City, Philippines, with a Spanish, Chinese, and German background. She grew up traveling and gained exposure to the fashion scene and business at an early age. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Cathy Ebrada, or Cathy Amelia Jane Forster Ebrada. Hi, Cathy.
Hello, kamusta? Hi to everyone. here in America. And is it good morning in the Philippines right now
Yes,
or
good
good
morning in the
afternoon?
Philippines. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm so privileged. I'm happy to be invited to be part of this radio show. And thank you, Josie. Thank you to the Philippine American Cancer Care. My late mother, Cynthia Forster Ebrada, was also before her early demise, she also survived cancer, breast cancer. And so it's really close to my heart to support this event for a good cause. So hello to everyone.
Mhm. Kath, I just
Hi,
wanted to ask
Cathy.
you, yang damit na yan, ano yan, pangkasal o evening gowns?
Is it the one behind me?
Yes.
I'm working on this one. So most of the, like if it's a big wedding here in the States, I'm sure in the Philippines it's the same as well. If they're wearing a poofy gown, a very heavy gown, I normally want to change sa secondary outfit, like for dancing, so it's a little lighter. This is made of a netting with paillettes, and then very tedious. It's a very laborious type of project. It's a lot of ostrich feather layered from bottom to the top. So I'm still working on it. I'm not yet
Mhm.
done.
You know, Kath, dito sa Amerika, ang mahal ng mga fabrics, 'di ba? 'Di ba, Ate
Yes.
Shirley? Yung mga
Mahal
damit nga lang
talaga.
dito ang mahal talaga. Doon sa
Uh-huh.
Pilipinas, actually maganda ang quality ng mga fabrics at mura lang, 'di ba? But I don't know how you can survive with that na lalo na ngayon ha, na meron tayong inflation at everything is going up.
Yes, exactly. So, I mean, part of my work as a designer and a business owner, Josie, I also research. I always research. I try to look for sources, not only in here in the States. Of course, I have to source local suppliers as well to support the local businesses. But I also go to other countries, like I explore, like like Spain, especially France, Lyon, France. Like in Barcelona, there's a lot of good fabrics suppliers. Kadamo pa, madami pa talaga. There's in the Middle East as well, India, and then of course China. Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
Cathy, how do you take into inspiration kung ano yung fabric mo and how it would fit to your design? Paano mo yun ma-drive? And then how it's gonna be out as magiging competitive siya sa market?
So for example, I'm my style is very simple, and I like to be stylish personally, but I also wanted to stick to my own my own conservative style. My choices are very safe, I would say. I mean, once in a while I'll try to infuse it with something trendy, although I don't like to go with the trend. I always believe in um like identifying what looks great on you, not because it's on trend right now. So in bridal, like because I specialize in bridal and evening wear, I normally would create something that kind of like what I would wear, and then something sexy, something elegant. And I normally start with, like just getting inspired with a fabric, or if I'm going to an event, or if I'm creating something for a certain event, in particular, of course, I have to go with the theme. If it's a belle epoque, I have to kind of like research on that era as well. But going back to the wedding, because most people are really, my business is wedding based or focused in wedding, because a lot of people would splurge or prepare for they have bigger budgets for their weddings. So dun ka lang talaga makakalamang, because I mean, if you're just making a prom dress or an evening wear, there's a lot of competition already out there online, and then like at the store locally. But a bridal gown, a lot of people will really look for that very distinct style, and even if they find something off the rack from a store, they still wanted to tweak it to make it their own. So the inspiration is the bride. If you're talking about bridal gowns, you really have to stop and listen to your customers and see what they want, and then and you go from there. You tell them if it's okay. I wanted to give you my opinion as a designer, as somebody who's experienced in that field. And sometimes they take it, they welcome your opinion. Sometimes they don't. So not every client that comes to me is a good match. I normally would say, oh yeah, we're a good match, we'll work with you. Or sometimes I would say, by listening to you, I think we're not really a good match. Maybe you just need to go to the store and buy an off the rack gown.
Mm.
So you really have to
Hindi lang
be
pala yung
careful.
ang iniisip mo as a fashion designer, ha?
Of course, because they're the one who's gonna wear it. They're the one who's gonna pay for it. It's their wedding. It's not my wedding.
Mhm. Okay. I think we're losing the signal of Cathy right now. But stay with us, Cathy, no? Andiyan ka pa?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Minsan kasi itong Zumba, nawawala
Yes.
yung yung mga niyan, audio, minsan yung video. Now, before I go back to you for a follow-up question, dito muna tayo kay Ate Shirley. Ate Shirley, ikaw naman, si Vina Morales talaga. Ikaw ba, Ate Shirley, mahilig ka talaga sa damit? Kasi ako, nung
Yes.
nasa Pilipinas, no, yung hirap ng buhay na wala kang 'di ba dito sa America, you do the dramatic play na, o sige, may laruan, bibihisan mo si Barbie doll, parang common na sa mga bata. Doon sa Pilipinas, naku, 'pag may isa ka lang doll is, talagang, alagaan ko 'yan, bibihisan ko 'yan. Pero 'pag mahirap ka, mahirap ding magdamit. Now, ikaw, Ate Shirley, ano yung influence naman sa'yo ng fashion?
Ang ano ko talaga sa fashion, for some reason, ang tawag nila sa akin is, "Uy, si ate fashionista." I had no clue kung ano talaga yung fashionista. Kasi 'pag nag-attend ako ng mga, let's say party or mga big events, I'd like to really see what looks good on me, at saka kung ano din yung, I will stand out na different ako sa iba. So my influence is my mom, kasi yung mother ko is parang sastre sa atin. So tingin-tingin siya, sukat-sukat siya, and I really appreciate yung kahit siya ang gumagawa ng wedding gown ng aking ibang siblings ko, siya ang gumagawa. So I look at yung kanyang talent, and then how I look at myself and what would really look good on me. And then titingin ako sa mga magazine. So parang nagiging na-soak in ako doon na, oy, kahit ito hindi kamahalan, it doesn't mean that it will not look good on me when I put it on. So mapili din ako. I really don't go for the price, but I go for what looks good on me and how
Comfortable.
would I look different than others.
Okay, may isa pa tayong model na sasali ngayon, stay with us, Susan Ventolero. Going back sa kay Cathy. Cathy, para sa'yo, anong ibig sabihin ng fashionista?
I think a lot of people just, it's an easy word to say, fashionista.
Okay.
Describing someone who can put things together and it makes sense, the outfit that you wear, when you throw them together, you put them all together and you wear them, they just make sense. They go together color wise, pattern wise. And I mean, I wouldn't even limit it to that, because if you see, there's people who are eccentric and their style are so, like, they'll mix floral with a plaid or a polka dot with another stripes. But when you come to think of it, why would I mix that? They don't go together. But when you put it together, why does it make sense? It looks amazing. Like, I'll give you a good example. Pat Field, the stylist for Sex and the City, for example. She's like the stylist for a lot of movies. Devil Wears Prada, Sex and the City, Emily in Paris. Kung makita mo yung mga damit, iba-iba, and they mix the patterns, but for some reason, kung iisa-isahin mo, parang, oh my gosh, I can't pair that with this one. But when you put it all together, it's avant-garde, it's out of this world, it's the unexpected. They just, and then when you're wearing those kind of clothes, you could be called, I'm a fashionista, or you're a fashionista. I think that's
Okay.
how it is.
Wow. Now, speaking about fashionista, ito isa to siya sa mga models sa ating FACC Fashion Festival bukas. At ito siya pwede na maging comedian. We would like to welcome on our radio show, On the Air with FACC, isa sa mga FACC models, si Susan Ventolero. Susan, do you consider yourself as fashionista? Unmute muna yung microphone mo. Hindi ka namin marinig. Please unmute your microphone. Unmute, ha? Okay. Unmute your microphone. Ayan. Okay.
Ito na si English Delicious.
Sige na, ikaw yung ikaw yung co-host ni Ate Josie or ni Tita Josie. English Delicious daw siya eh. Sige.
English Delicious, that means talagang run out na talaga ang English.
Run out. And I would like to introduce you to Cathy Ebrada. Siya yung designer natin sa FACC Fashion Festival. What do you want to say to her?
Hi, hello po.
Hello there.
English, English.
Oh, English. Ay, naran.
No, you don't have to. Pwedeng Tagalog.
Pinay Kitchen.
Si Pinay na model din natin yan sa FACC at officer din si Belle Salce. So, do you consider yourself as fashionista? That's why, Susan, you decided to join the fashion show fundraising event ng FACC.
Yes, because I'm very excited and enjoying and I cannot wait. Because I know most of us like
English yan.
Ay,
Ito
tama ba? Ma-English.
Tuloy mo na yung English.
My palpak, I know, because I still in my job, But she have a lot of English, but she's so busy. Boss, can you say hi? My dear?
Fashionista din yan.
This is the real model.
Ikaw, ano ka?
Oh.
Ayan. Si Belle Salce, siya yung Miss International Philippines at nanalo yan sa New York last time. And she is also part of the FACC at siya rin ang ating isa sa mga models. Thank you so much, Belle, ha? And we have Cathy, siya yung ating isa sa mga feature designers.
Hi, Cathy. I'm excited to see you.
Hello po.
And that's Ate Shirley, yung ating advisor sa FACC.
Hello, nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, guys.
Kita tayo sa October 8.
October. Ang ganda-ganda naman nila na silawan.
Oo. Sinong artista ang naalala mo pag nakita mo si Ate Shirley? Kamukha niya sinong artista ang kamukha niya?
Kamukha ko siya. So, natulong yata ako.
Anana?
So, maganda. Para siyang si Bina Morales. Maybe. Bina in fashion in New York. But Bina also in Miami.
Teka muna, si Cathy naman. Sinong kamukha ni Cathy?
Kamukha mo. Para
Hindi papayag si Cathy.
problema na nila pag ayaw
That's
nila.
okay because we're both Ilonggo, so that's fine.
Alam mo, bago tayo magsimula dito ng interview, sabi ni Susan, Madam, wag mo na akong isama sa interview. Bakit? Takot ka sa English?
Oo, takot talaga kasi sa asawa ko pa lang, run out na talagang English. Yan.
Sige,
So,
ikaw muna mag-interview kay Cathy. Ask some questions as a model. Target mo yung question mo kay Cathy.
Yung as a model,
Anong gusto mo itanong sa fashion designer?
fashion designer, ano bang mga question ko? Tanongin niyo. Ako na lang kaya ang magtanong, kayo nang magsagot.
Ano mo nga, i-direct mo yung question mo kay Cathy kasi siya yung ating special guest.
Ano yung mga mild lang question?
Huwag mo gawing spicy.
Lagyan ng spices.
No, hindi. Hindi. O sige na, direkta na, oh.
Ano ko na si
Bring
Miss
it on.
kanina
Anong gusto mo itanong kay Cathy?
yung about the model, fashion. Ayun talaga, ang reels ko talaga is fashionista. Kaya i-ano nyo na ako, Gegel, Alexa. Addicted talaga being fashionista.
Ano nga yung gusto mong itanong kay Cathy?
Ang itanong ko, my question, why she's so beautiful?
You need to wear glasses like me. Thank you.
Seryoso na.
Ang tanong ko, anong feel ng yung being yung
Englishin mo.
passion? Englishin? Paki-translate po, naubusan na nga ako kasi 25 hours ako nagtrabaho sa boss ko ngayon. So, nag-limit na ang English ko, parang low down.
Sige. Ano na, Tagalog at English na lang, ano?
Tagalog at saka English. Tulungan mo naman ako, back up mo ako dyan.
Okay.
Kasi inggit-inggit na ako nga sa'yo, parang Josie Moralidad. Gusto ko yun. I'm Josie Moralidad.
Sige na, going back na kay balik tayo kay Cathy. Time is running out.
So, ikaw nang sa English, ma'am.
Sige, ako mag-translate. Anong gusto mo itanong?
Yung anong feel ng ang pageant, being fashionista, ano pa yung mga hardest question? Ala! Hardest question. Hardest talaga.
Ano yun?
Baka may question ka rin, Bel. Wala daw siyang question?
Ano lang ang tanong mo kay Cathy?
Ano lang, yung being designer.
Ano nga gusto mo itanong sa kanya?
Being designer po, Miss Cathy, ano po yung kaibahan dyan sa fashionista? Designer and fashionista. May kaibahan ba po yun?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
That's a good question, actually. Very good.
Ay, very good ba yun?
That's a good question. It doesn't mean that you're a fashionista, that you are a designer, but a designer is the same thing. You could be a designer, but you're not also a fashionista, vice versa. Because a fashionista is a follower of style and trend. So yeah, I would say not all designers will really follow the style and trend. I mean, quietly, I'm sure they observe and they want to be updated, but not everyone will follow in the sense that they will not get inspired with everything out there. You know, sometimes a designer will just have its own focus of that inspires them. They're just limiting to one, type of inspiration. They don't care about what's this, they don't want to be distracted. So yeah, vice versa. A fashionista is somebody that follows trends, that loves to dress up. You could be called a fashionista also like that. But vice versa, you don't have to be a designer to be a fashionista. And a fashionista could or couldn't be a designer. I mean, vice versa again, it could work both ways. Yeah.
Different designer.
Ikaw ba, Kath, do you consider yourself as fashionista?
Yes.
Talaga?
I guess I would say yes, because over the years, when I was younger, I always loved to shop for clothes, and I wanted to experiment, putting things together, and do I look good with the outfit or not, things like that. Sometimes I would modify something to fit my body because I'm petite. So you know how that is when you're petite, you have to tailor everything if you want to make it look more proportioned. Thank goodness nowadays there's a lot of brands that are comes in petite. So even if you buy a petite outfit, you still have to alter it. I mean, in my experience at least. So yeah, I'm a fashionista. I like to dress up. I like to buy accessories. I always accessorize my outfits. But I would say that I'm very my style is very safe and classic, and I'll throw something trendy sometimes, like a scarf. I'd wear a nice headband because it's in trend. I wouldn't invest anything expensive na trendy because it's a waste of money, you know, because trend will have a lifespan na short lang. Pero yung style talaga na classic, it will last longer, you know. So yeah, I'm a fashionista.
Ako naman, I don't know if I consider myself as fashionista. Basta ako ang alam ko, mahilig ako sa pink, mahilig ako sa bulaklak, mahilig ako sa mga colorful na mga damit, no? And very conservative naman yung aking style sa fashion. And then kung wala akong pupuntahan, basta ito lang. Naka-shirt. Kaya minsan, napagkakamalan akong batang yagit. There was a time, pumunta ako sa may bangko. Naku, ayaw akong kausapin nung teller. Kasi akala niya, talaga wala akong pera. Naku, nung nakita niya yung ID,
Marami.
nagulat siya, 4 ang account ko, ha? No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, ito si Susan, mahilig yan sa fashion no? Now, gusto ko lang i-follow up, no? Ang bago ko tanungin sina Ate Shirley and Susan, ano yung advice mo, Kath, para sa mga models, no, for the FACC Fashion Festival? Ano ang dapat nilang gawin? Kasi, you know, it's so different when you walk on the runway, di ba? Akala mo, ay, ano yan, stage lang naman yan. No, it's not. And when you walk on the runway for a good cause, may ibang kahulugan yan na talagang there is a reason why you are walking for the fashion show of the FACC. So ano yung mga advice mo sa kanila as models?
Well, I mean, first of all, thank you for to the models, to all of them that volunteered. And all of us volunteered. This is for a good cause. So, you know, it's a team effort, you know, to achieve a goal for the Filipino American cancer care. So ang advice ko lang, in my experience, joining fashion shows everywhere before in New York, different places, you have to be prepared. You know, actually a real model, we call them clothes hanger. You know, we use YouTube. We just basically played of a model. Wag masyadong maarte, because the clothes are not made for you. You are a tool used by a designer to show the dress. It's not really for you. So if the designer wants to pin something, or the designer wants the dress to look a certain way, do not argue with the designer, because that designer has a vision. You know, not all fashion shows are meant to be, you know, there's fashion shows that it's for selling. You're trying to show something because you want to sell. Bibilhin nila, no?
Yeah.
There are some fashion shows na it's for entertainment. That's why you see some people, you know, wearing crazy clothes. It's just to attract attention or to create some sort of a buzz, but not, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's something an ordinary person would be able to wear every day. So yeah, going back to the advice, wag maarte, cooperate with the designer, kasi that day it will be all fast. We're all gonna be busy. Prepare yourself, hydrate yourself, coordinate with your.
Yes, go ahead.
Things that you were assigned to bring. For example, you know, you're wearing a dress, now you don't know what the color is the dress. The safest way is to wear a neutral skin tone undergarment, skin tone bra, skin tone panties, for example. Huwag mag-wear ng grandma panties, okay? Kasi baka lalabas yung panty na high-waisted. So wear something.
Ako yata.
You know, that's just my advice. You don't want the panty to show and, you know, like steal the show, you know. Pag, you know, people
So
will
anong
laugh.
dapat na style ng underwear?
It should be something more sleek and something that will not show, like a bikini or some people wear thong if you're comfortable with that.
Yes.
It could be just a
Kaya
regular panty but skin tone. Skin tone lang. Para kung mag-show man siya, hindi masyadong mag-catch ng attention, di ba? Wear bring different kinds of high heels. Kasi like ako, I'm showing bridal gowns, no? So the gowns are very long. So it doesn't really matter what you're wearing underneath, kung anong isusuot mo na shoes. My advice to my model and to other models of other designers, mag-wear ng shoes na you're comfortable to walk with, kasi mamaya magsusuot ka ng 7 inches siyan, baka matrip ka and you'll have an accident, right? So wear something na comfortable sa'yo and practice walking at home. Mag-practice ka na ng paglalakad wearing your high heels sa bahay mo para you're more confident when the time comes na mag-fashion show na, di ba? You have to prepare yourself. Wag kang mag-tanning. Wag kang magkuha ng what do you mean? Don't go tanning. Baka iiba yung kulay mo and suddenly you'll have streaks of
Okay. Medyo wala sa ating linya si Cathy. Okay, Kat, choppy yung mo yung signal mo. But anyway, babalikan natin si Cathy. Please, Kath, yung signal mo ba sa Zoom? I think you keep on talking pero nawawala siya. If you can come back again. Now, balikan natin si Susan at saka si Ate Shirley. Ate Shirley, is this your first time to be a fashion model?
Nang college ako, ako ng model na hindi talaga professional. So, ang ano ko doon is to get away from doing the Spanish class. So, yung instructor ko noon, ang choice niya sa amin is either you attend my class and take the finals, or you're gonna walk on the runway. So, you have to take the easy route. So, ang ginagawa ko, I always would like to walk the runway kasi I will get an A+. So, to answer your question, sa college, nagbu-walk din ako. But then after that, hindi na ako nagbu-walk. Parang, so, for modeling talaga ng professional modeling, no. I've seen my daughter, I see a lot of her mga classes sa modeling school kasi pinapadala ko siya sa modeling school. So my daughter would ask me, why are you sending me to modeling school, Mom? Because, and I said, well, in college, it gives me that kind of enjoyment na I have to walk, like I always say, a catwalk, and then I'd like you to have your poise. So sa college, pag meron ng mga modeling, meron mga nagmo-model, naglalakad ako. Pero after that, wala na. Hindi na ako naglalakad.
Yeah.
Josie, can you see me?
Yes.
Am I back?
Thank you so much. And
yeah.
welcome back, Cathy. No? Kanina pinag-uusapan natin yung mga tungkol pa rin sa fashion, ang mga tips niya para sa mga models. Ikaw ba, Susan? Anong nararamdaman mo ngayon? Kasi magmo-model ka na, ha? Alam ko mahilig ka sa modeling. Mahilig yan. Alam mo mga Filipino, ha? Mahilig talaga magrampa. Di ba? So, si Susan, parati yan siya sa Facebook. Okay. So, Susan, sa ngayon ba, how excited? How excited are you with this fashion show? English.
I'm there. Wow. Wow, wait. I need a coffee, tequila. I always excited, because for me, I love to be fashionista, like you say. Last week, nag-a-attend ako ng fashion. That's my first time and very exciting for my very first time. Yun sa New York runway. So, yeah, I feel happy na enjoy mo yung being woman. Ang nagagamit mo rin yung pagka-fashionista. My own opinion. Yan lang. So,
Mhm.
That was a big event sa New York. So, Susan, you walk in the runway sa yung
yeah,
Fashion Week sa New York?
yes po, and I'm supporting for my best friend, my boss now, Belle, and the Cocina. You see my background? Pinay Cuisine kitchen.
Mm-mm.
So I'm being supported to her and with my together with my friends. And yeah, my first time for my runway in New York. So I'm very happy, and also I'm very thankful to my very supportive husband, and he is with me. And so spend money and happy because he understand my situaciones
So,
na
Cathy, Susan, nagkameron ka bang stage fright? Kasi
Wala na,
ganun ka,
nawala na yan.
ano yun?
Nagkaroon ka ba ng stage fright?
Ano yan? Parang bago yan. Ano yan? Gusto ko malaman kasi gamitin ko rin yan.
Yung bang
Yung
takot? Mm-mm.
kordam ka?
Mm-mm.
First, sabihin ko namang hindi na magkukordam kung kaya ko lang.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes I get nervous because, you know, yung iniisip ko yung I've been bullied, no? So parang nagka-trauma ka, hindi mo yan maaalis siguro. So parang keep strong lang, na kaya ko to, no?
Mm-mm.
Just smile lang. Kasi nakikita namin yung na-slide. Hindi talaga perfect, no? Nobody perfect. So, may nai-slip din na na-slide sila. So, yun. Mali yung heels ko. Tama yun. Miss Cathy, thank you yung mga advice mo. Tama yung sinabi mo.
Sinusulat niya yan, Kath, ha?
I'm glad it helped.
Loran, North at South. Ano na yun? Sinusulat ko, thank you sa advice. Tama yung mo, may na-slide talaga. Hindi yung pero ang kaya-kaya nila, yung gusto ko yung na-slide sila pero pag ganyan nila yung parang pause pa rin, no? Kasi mangyari din talaga. Pero yeah, you need careful din.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
Sa mga models, totoo yun.
Oo,
Yeah.
mahirap na.
Cathy and Miss Shirley, mga beautiful, nice to meet you here.
Nice to meet you, Susan.
Nice to meet you too.
Ang ganda-ganda ninyo, local. I'm trying to be humble din. Totoo yun, yung model mo yung damit. Hindi yung ikaw yung,
Ikaw yung nangingibabaw sa damit.
just gusto lang talaga din. I add to.
Kaya nga, di ba, Kath, ang advice natin sa mga models, wag masyadong makapal yung makeup. Di ba?
Yeah. Well, you have to follow. You have to follow kung ano ang gusto sang designer, because a designer has a vision for that fashion show. Meron siyang mag-show siya ng collection niya, tapos sabihin niya na, I want all the hair in a bun. So don't complain. That's what the designer wants you to have, Kaya nga, to continue, I found out na ang Wi-Fi ko pala was off. That's why I was choppy. I fixed it already. So to continue about the tips, mag-practice sila ng sapatos at home, because it's important na, as much as possible na walang accident, mas maganda, di ba? Secondly, they have to hydrate. Third, coordinate with your model coordinator for that specific designer. Baka may instruction siya na yung buhok niyo wag putulin, or don't put a highlight. Things that I don't know. I'm a very simple designer. When I come in, it's just okay, what you are, okay, like, kung ano yung yung buhok mo, I don't really care. You're gonna just wear my dress, that's it, and then just walk I just wanted the models to walk nice. Ganun lang. Tsaka, it has to be slow kasi I'm showing bridal gowns. So, syempre, medyo you have to glide, and then you're not gonna be like walking too fast, stuff like that. So, yun. Mag-hydrate kasi the day of the event, syempre, mag-hydrate ka before. Because pag nag-hydrate ka during, baka maihi ka all the time, pupunta ka ng banyo, nako, mamaya, ikaw na yung next, di ba? So, hydrate beforehand, hours before.
At saka maganda yun pag hydrated ang mukha mo rin.
Of course,
diba?
yeah. And have fun. Have fun. Because this is, this is, we're doing it all for a good cause, and we are going to have fun at the same time.
Kath, why did you choose, to pursue a career in fashion designing? Ito ba talaga yung una mong priority na career na ito yung talagang gusto mo?
I have so many things I wanted to do. But ever since I was young, I really love fashion. I remember when I was in Iloilo, I would always go to the costurera and then to the seamstress, and I'd buy my own fabrics, and I would have her make something specific to my liking, or I would go to Shoe Mart and I would buy a specific outfit, but I'm not wearing the outfit. I'm just gonna harvest the buttons because I really love the buttons, things like that. So at an early age, I really love to dress up because I love beautiful things. My mom dresses up very nice, my mom really, she would go to Manila, she would shop at Rustan's, she has good taste, including my grandma. She has good taste also. So I think that, and then my father's side, my Lola Vic naman, she's also, I would say I credit her for teaching me how to sew by hand. She can embroider by hand. And I've learned how to mend my clothes, with my Lola Vic's training, with her help. So yeah, I really love the fashion, job that I have, or career na I have right now. Is it challenging? Yes, it is. I'm not gonna lie. It is a very cutthroat.
Do you make good money as a fashion designer?
It's there's some good season, there's some bad season. Yeah, I mean, I would say yes. I mean, I went to Parsons School for Design, so with my experience and my knowledge in that field, I charge the right amount, because I mean, they're getting a good quality work, so yeah.
Now, going back kay Ate Shirley, nawala sa linya si si Madam Susan, baka may customer. Ate Shirley, ikaw ba marunong kang manahi?
Hindi. Kaya,
Ako rin, hindi marunong.
ano ko kay Cathy na I think it's really a talent that's you're kind of gifted with. Kasi as I was listening to Cathy, nakikita ko yung transition ng kanyang inborn gift of being yung designer. So with me, hindi ako marunong. My mom, magaling talaga ang mother ko. Ano siya ng mga boda de traje. And then somehow it had skipped generation. Kasi yung anak ko ay very talented din sa mga tahi-tahi, by hand, by machine. In fact, pag merong mga school production, pumupunta lahat sila sa bahay. Kasi yung daughter ko ang nag-ano ng mga costume. So, ako, I tried, but I don't think I am gifted with being a seamstress or ano. Ang gift ko is in nursing. Yun ang problema ko dahil kahit anong gagawin ko, hindi ko talaga ma-perfect. So, in high school, meron kaming mga home economics, or in elementary, I could not get a good, perfect dress or whatever, crochet. So, it's not one of my talent. Hindi ako marunong. My husband does well with fixing clothes or mending, but I only would watch, and I just feel like, I can't do it.
It takes a lot of patience, I guess. You have to be patient talaga, because if you make a mistake, you have to, undo what you've stitched, and that's the annoying part. I don't like it either, but I gotta do it because nobody will do it for me.
Mhm. Yeah. So, pasensya ka na ha, ito na, nag-ano na naman si General. Kung gusto niya rin ng attention eh. But anyway, Kath, can you tell us about your experience, no? Working with the models at syempre sa ibang mga professionals, lalo na rin sa mga celebrities, sa mga taong ikakasal.
What kind of experience?
Yes.
I have a ton of experience. It varies from amazing amazing time with them. There's also some not so good moments. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. It's just part of the business. It's just the nature of the business that we're in, or I'm in.
So Cass, ang pinaka-challenging mo sa designing, other than there are low season and high season, ano ba ang frustrations mo doon that you feel like is this really, kasi minsan ako sa nursing may frustrations ako. And then I would say, okay, I'm not ready to quit, but there are moments where you just feel like,
We're
so
the
what are
same.
some of the things that are really frustrating sa pag
See,
mo,
I
sa
see
design
that's
mo?
a good question actually that you brought it up, because in my head I always say, I could have been a nurse, I could have been a doctor, right? Like, and I'm like, I mean, in any industry, we have problems of our own, right? It doesn't mean that you're nursing, you're all safe and everything's fine and dandy. I'm sure you also encounter challenges at work, or if like you have a business, I'm sure meron ka ring may mga challenges din sa business mo, di ba? So I go back to that belief na kahit anong industry ka, may challenge talaga. Kahit mang-empleyo ka, kahit even if you work for a big company, I think you want to be safe, just work for a big company and just do a 9 to 5. You wanted to have more opportunities in life, then open your own business, pursue something that will make you happy. You will own your own time, you will be your own boss, and you'll be happy because that's your passion. That's another plus. If you pursue something na it will be like a money making, a source of income, but at the same time you also love what you're doing. In my situation naman, I love what I do. I'm very passionate about what I do. But talking about obstacles, there's a ton of obstacles because a lot of people would rely on the .com. They go online, and then when they come to see you at your store, they would say, oh yeah, I'm just browsing, and then they will go online and look for something similar. They use you as a tryout store. They'll just try on a dress to gauge the size, to see how it looks, and then what they'll do is they'll look for something similar or the same. If you're, like me selling something off the rack. Now, pag designer ka naman, another challenge with that also is, it's oppressive in a way. Para kang naging car salesman. You try to talk to them, to convince them to get you as their designer, to make their dresses. And parang sometimes I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm a designer. Why am I begging them to go do business with me? It came to a point that, of course, because when you're a designer, you also have bills to pay, right? So you have to maintain your store, the people that works for you. You have to make sure that there's jobs kasi you have to feed them with work, right? Para ma-maintain mo yung mga workers mo. So you take risk in taking projects. Ang solution ko dyan is I started selling off the rack clothes na I designed and I collaborated with another factory abroad. Pero pag custom made, there's a lot of challenges because people would sometimes treat you like they're your seamstress. I'm their seamstress and not a designer. So sabi ko, sometimes they will hire you not as a designer, parang they'll dictate you what to do. And I'm like, well, that's not how it should be. Kailangan mo ng support. Oh, I don't like support. I'm like, well, you wanted me to make it fitted on in your body, pero I needed to put a fusible. I needed to put like a boning to it. Oh, no, I don't like that. And then when you follow what they tell you, tapos hindi mo na-achieve yung fit na gusto nila, you're the one to be blamed. Sasabihin nila, well, I'm not a designer. I don't do this all the time. Why did you not explain it to me? And I'm like, I just did, but you're not listening.
So how do you deal sa mga clients, no, na hindi kontento sa damit na ginawa mo?
I mean, this is America. We have a contract. We're all bound to, we have legal agreements, obligations, and they go with the contract, right? And I mean, there's no contract na it's really safe. That's why there's a lawyers also. They will find cracks in your contracts also to fight you. Now, the problem with our business as artists, I consider myself as an artist, people will just ruin you online no matter what. Pag inis sila sa'yo, whether it's your fault or not,
That's
they will
right.
always just say, oh, if you don't do this for me, I'm just gonna assassinate you online. I will blog something about you negatively. So kawawa ka naman kasi you're just a small business, di ba? So those are the big challenges, and I got tired of that, and that is why I created another brand, Love and Lily, which is sold off the rack. Tsaka yung creative part ko naman as a designer, I'll continue doing it, but I'm going to kind of limit the people that I'm going to be working with in terms of custom made. Kasi dun ang pressure is the cost
Doon
of
pala
it.
ang problema usually sa
Yeah.
mga custom-made dresses.
Yeah. They go crazy on changing this, oh, I found something on Pinterest, can you change this? And I'm like, you ordered an A-line, not a ball gown. I mean, would you buy a house, a townhouse, and then you tell your realtor, I want a single home now. You can switch, yes, but you got to sell the townhouse first, right? There's a process, and the same with making clothes. You can't just tell me that you want this and then I want this, but I don't want to pay extra. I don't want to be inconvenienced. I don't want you to delay the delivery date. But there's costs and effects on every decisions that we make. The customer, though, sometimes they forget that they also have to understand that when they keep changing stuff, they also have to be aware that there's delays also that will, happen. But they forget about that. And what happens is at the end of the transaction, they'll just blame you. So it boils down to being very good with your documentation. Dapat talaga may mga addendum ka sa contracts
May
mo.
written agreement
May
kayong
written
dalawa.
talaga. Kahit sabihin, I want you to change into a spaghetti strap. I want you to chop the long sleeve. Addendum again, right? That will cost you $100. Kasi for me, libre ko sila. I will tell them, you have a chance to change this and that. Hindi ako magcha-charge. But then it came to a point wherein they abuse you. I'll give you an example, ha. I have one
We have
customer.
3 minutes, ha.
Sure. It was a long sleeve dress. And then she said, I want it to be sleeveless. So I cut the sleeves. Then she's like, I don't like it. Can you make it into 3/4 sleeves? Sabi ko, okay, I can make it 3/4 sleeves. The following week, sabi naman, I want spaghetti strap. And then the following week, cap sleeves again. It's crazy. 18 times binabgo-bago ko without charging extra to the customer. And she's still not happy. So, talo ka talaga. So, yeah, talo ka talaga. Those are the challenges.
Well, ang dami nating natutunan. We learned a lot from Cathy Ebrada tonight. And thank you so much, Ate Shirley, for sharing your time with us. Excited ka na rin sa pagrampa mo, Ate Shirley?
I am excited. Excited ako, Josie, dahil I know that when Cathy said that models are supposed to be working with their designer, she has models for her designs. With me, nang tinanong mo ako, would you like to model for the cancer survivors or for a designer? And I said, I would like to walk or model for the cancer survivors, because for me, I would like to create a statement. My statement of, we are so, we're scared when we have diagnosis of cancer. I'm a cancer survivor. We will triumph over, we need to be strong. So my model as a cancer survivor is my way of saying, hey, like when I look at a model, it's a source of inspiration. It's a source of encouragement. I look up to that person as a model. So I would like those people out there who's facing the challenge of cancer to say, look at me. I'm a model, not because I'm beautiful. I would like to make a statement that we need to stay strong, and we have to be supportive of those that are struggling out there. And that's why I would like to walk as a model for the cancer survivor. It's my statement.
Yes.
Exactly.
Thank you so much,
That's
Ate
nice.
Shirley. And then we have 1 minute. Lastly na lang yung message mo, Cathy, para sa ating mga viewers. And tomorrow na po, yung FACC Fashion Festival, where Cathy Ebrada is one of the fashion designers.
Well, I just want to remind everyone to please support the cause of the Filipino American Cancer Care. Marami pong mag-benefit dito, helping others na who have lesser than what we have, so we also have to be to think about them, no? Kasi some of them, they're not in the States, they're in the Philippines. They needed help, and thankfully the organization, Filipino American Cancer Care, they reach out to, those places also. Let's start buying our tickets, for those who are listening. If you cannot come to the show, you can always donate something. I'm sure the organization will welcome donations. It's for a good cause. So I'm very, very happy to be a part of it. Salamat, and I hope to see you soon.
Yes, thank you so much
Thank you,
sa inyong
Cathy.
lahat dito po sa PHLV Radio. And we're going to have a great time, no? For a great cause para po sa ating mga cancer beneficiaries. Thank you once again for being with us dito sa PHLV Radio on the air with FACC. See you again next time. Bye!
The Filipino American Cancer Care has just brought you On the Air with FACC, tributes and support to those impacted by cancer. On the Air with FACC, the Filipino American Cancer Care on PHLV Radio.